Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing my 5K Q&A to celebrate reaching 5K subscribers. So first off, I want to start off by saying thank you to all you guys for subscribing to my channel. 5K was like my year-end goal, and to like already hit it before the year's already over is super exciting. And I'm not gonna lie, I went out and bought myself a little cake and I proceeded to only have one slice of that cake. I didn't even really eat that much of it. So that was kind of a disappointment. More a disappointment in myself than anything. But still, it was only a $5 cake, so it wasn't like a big deal. But yeah, I really should have eaten that whole cake. Anyways, that's besides the point. Back to thanking you guys for subscribing to my channel, watching my videos, commenting on my videos. It means the world to me that you guys are still here. I didn't think that coming onto a YouTube channel and just like talking about books, people would stick around, but you have, and I really appreciate that. And I'm just super glad of all the different like connections I've made through the YouTube channel, and I get to know you guys a lot better, and that's awesome. So yeah, today I'm going to answer some of your questions that you have for me. There's only about 10 of them, so it's not going to be like super long. Some of these are actually pretty funny questions too, so I'm excited to answer them for you. And yeah, let's just jump into it. What was your inspiration in starting Break Even Books? I think I've talked about this before, but my inspiration was my friend Kylie because she told me to do it. It was pretty much straightforward like that. She's like, "Hey, you're a guy that likes books." And I said, "Me? Yes, I do like books." And she said, "You should start a blog." And I said, "You know what? That's a good idea." And I started a blog. And then from there, that blog expanded into like Bookstagram and now a BookTube channel. And I dabble in TikTok, but like I'm not really good at that. So I'm not even going to say that's an official thing yet. But this BookTube channel came out of that. And that's so awesome. I am so excited that this is like a thing that happened. I also give credit to Marcus because he's the one that introduced me to BookTube. Like I didn't even know what BookTube was. Kylie was the one that got me on the blogging train, and then Marcus is the one that got me on the BookTube train, and that's kind of like where that started. So Marcus definitely gets a lot of credit as well for me even like having this channel. But yeah, so that's essentially like how I got this channel. There was not really like a big inspiration behind it. It just kind of happened because I wanted to talk to people about my love of books in like other formats and not like bug my friends as much about all the different like feelings I had about books. This way I could talk to a bunch of internet strangers that some I now call friends and just like chat about books, and it's great. So, yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. The next question is, what is a book that you refuse to admit that you actually enjoyed? And so I wouldn't say necessarily that I refuse to admit it because I definitely have admitted that I enjoyed this book. I think it's more that I refused at first to be a part of the hype because this author is so hyped up in like the booktube world, and I didn't really want to like jump into that hype, but then I did, and I will admit their writing was actually pretty good. And that was Akatar by Sarah J. Maas. So yeah, this book is like all over the place, and everybody and their grandmother is talking about it. And so like I didn't really want to give into the hype, but then Marcus put this book on one of my TBRs for me when he like created my TBR for the month. And so I did end up reading it, and it was actually pretty good. Like I'm pretty sure I gave it a either 4.5 or I think it was 4 or 4.5 that I gave the rating for this book, but like I did enjoy it. I had a good time. I definitely want to read more in this series and see what happens because there were some end parts that I was like, okay, what now? Like I want to know. So it did kind of hook me, and yeah, I guess you could say this series is like a guilty pleasure of mine because I do want to read more of them, but like I also feel guilty reading them because I'm like giving in to the Sarah J. Maas hype. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I did end up enjoying it, and that would be the book. And then I have the question, where do you stand with Darrow Boyo? I like that you added Boyo in because that is something that is in the Red Rising series. Standing with Darrow, I am happy with Darrow. I've read all 5 of the books so far, so I've completed Dark Age, and even up to this point, I'm still happy with Darrow. He is still a character that I enjoy. He's not my favorite. I still think that Severo is by far like the best character in the entire series. So he's my favorite. And then Victra probably comes second for me because she's just like amazing. She's such a well written character. But Darrow's up there. Darrow's up there. I still like him. I'm hoping that I still like him by the end of the second trilogy. We'll have to see how that ends up. But I have a feeling that, like, Dark Age went dark, but I have a feeling that the last one's going to go even darker, if that's possible. And I really hope that Darrow is still, like, a good character in my mind. We're going to have to wait and see, though. But as of right now, he's up there. He's in a good spot. And then we have the question, if you could have 5,000 of anything, but it can't be books or money, what would you choose? So this one was kind of fun to think about. And I've decided that I would choose plane tickets because then I can satisfy my love for traveling by traveling all over the world. And the plane, like the airfare, is already taken care of. So all I have to worry about is buying food, buying the tourist things that I want to do, and accommodations when I'm there. But I get to take out the whole part of like getting to the place. So yeah, the plane tickets are usually one of the most expensive things, and if they're all paid for, then I can just go traveling all over, and that makes me so excited. Like I would love that. So yeah, I like before we got to plane tickets, I was thinking like maybe chocolate, but then I was like I could just get chocolate anywhere all the time. And if I had 5,000 chocolates, like I'm probably going to get sick of it. And I don't want to get sick of it. Although I don't think I can get sick of traveling because I could literally go to a new place every time. And there's so many places to explore in this world. So yeah, plane tickets are my answer. And then of course, we got the question, do you think you're ever going to get another cat? And to that, I will say, Marcus thinks we're going to get another cat. And so that means we're probably going to get another cat. I feel like that's eventually going to happen. So, yeah, I'm not going to fight it. There's going to be lots of animals in this house, me included. Then we have best and worst parts about the filming process. So I think the best part, like my favorite part, is probably doing this, the filming, when my lighting is working, which it seems to be working today, which is great because I hate when it's always like flashing on my face. The worst part would actually probably be the editing for me because I'm just like, actually, I wouldn't even say the worst part is the editing. I would say the worst part is like getting prepared for videos and then like filming them is fine. It's just the whole like preparation stage up to like starting to film, I guess, would be like the part that I just don't like very much because I'm very chaotic and like not very much a planner. So that's like the planning part, the part that I don't like to do. If it was all organized for me and I just had to sit down and do it, then like that'd be fine. I'd be okay with that. But yeah, I'm also editing does take like quite a long time for me because I make a lot of mistakes and so I have to like edit them out. But yeah, I don't know. I think the filming part is like the best part and like the reading part, but that has nothing to do with making videos. That's just like me when I'm not doing the video stuff. So, I mean, I feel like you guys know I already like the reading if you're still here at the channel. So yeah. So I really liked this question. It says, would you rather fight the TVA with Loki or go to a Halloween party in Westview with Wanda? I think that I would rather go to a Halloween party with Wanda because that would be such a fun time. And if she decides to go all like wild on us, then that's just an even more fun party. Like you don't know what's going to happen. It could be a really fun time. And Wanda really knows how to work an outfit. So like that's a plus. And if you don't like your Halloween costume, you could just ask Wanda to swap you with a new one, give you a new costume at the snap of her fingers. I feel like there's just like lots of possibilities with Wanda's Halloween party. And then the TVA, it's cool, but I don't know. I just like I wouldn't be able to trust Loki. Wanda also is probably not the most trustworthy character, but I feel like she's more trustworthy than Loki. Loki is definitely like very mischievous, and I don't really want to be like partnered up with him because I couldn't really count on him to have my back, I don't think. So yeah, I'd go to Wanda's Halloween party. Then we have the question, if you could swap with any YouTuber and do what they do, so do their content, who would it be and what would you be doing? So I would choose a YouTuber called Bunny Fufu, and he's a YouTuber that does videos with League of Legends, which is probably my favorite video game that I like to play with my buddies. And so he literally just films himself playing the video game and having like conversations while he does it. So essentially he's like a video game streamer, but he makes like dedicated videos for YouTube. And I feel like that'd be awesome. Like I would love to just sit there, play video games and talk out loud and then get paid for it. Like this guy's got a lot of subscribers. So like this is his day job. And that'd be awesome. Like that'd be so cool. Play video games and get paid for it. And yeah, like what else would you want there? That sounds great. That's the dream. So yeah, I would definitely swap with him. And I think that'd be cool. It'd be really interesting to see what he has to say about books too. I don't know what he would read, but that would be interesting. I really like this question. If Red Rising was a dish, what would be the ingredients? So that's a good question. I don't know what the ingredients would be for Red Rising. I feel like it would definitely not be a dessert dish. This is going to be like a spicy dish, okay? But not spicy in the sense of like romantic spicy. You're going to have like a fire burning inside of you when you eat this dish. You're going to feel rage. You're going to feel passion for the flavor of the food. And then you're going to feel sadness when you're done eating it. Yeah, so there's going to be those elements ingredient wise. So we need spicy ingredients then if this is going to be spicy food, right? We're going to throw some jalapenos in there because those are good. They're spicy, but they got like the tang to them, which is also very tasty. We're going to throw some nachos in there. So I essentially think this dish would be a nacho dish because some parts of the book are very crunchy and there's lots to them. And then other parts, there's a little bit of softness when you get like that soft chip that's like a little too moist. There's like, those are like the little dips between different interactions that are happening in the book. And then you have lots of complementary sauces for your nachos. And those are all the fun characters that are added in. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but like I think nachos is a good food for like a representation of this book. When you're done your nachos, you're just left wanting more. And that's what you feel at the end of Red Rising. So I think that sums it up. This question is funny. Would you rather spend 24 hours with a dude bro or a Karen? So I would rather spend 24 hours with a Karen because my mother is a Karen. Her name is Karen, and she is a baking wizard. She will always be like attentive to what you need. She's super kind. She's great to play Scrabble with. She'll read sitting beside you on the couch. She's the best. So I would spend 24 hours with a Karen, hands down. Also, hi mom. I know you're probably watching this, so you rock. And then the last question is, what are some of the best books that have been recommended to you? So I'm only going to show 2 of them. Both of them were recommended by Marcus. Actually, I'll change my mind. I'll show 3 books. So Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This was recommended by Marcus, and I adored this book. Illuminae, also recommended by Marcus. I adored this book as well. Both Illuminae and Skyward were on my top sci-fi books video. And then, of course, Red Rising, because my friend Neil recommended this book to me, and this became my favorite book of all time. So, like, he did a great job, and yeah, this is just a fantastic book. And those are all the questions that I had for this Q&A. So yeah, I hope you guys know a little bit more about me. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you would have answered differently for some of these questions, or just what you thought of my answers. I'm always interested to see what you guys think. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as linked by my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.